So let's take a look at how we can start exporting our assets so that they are game ready. So at this point, let's say if everything is modeled, all you'll have to do is you'll have to first triangulate these objects. So some game engines will like the models to be triangulated. So let's say if I'm going to select one of the bottles over here, let's say this one, the laundry detergent. I'll simply go in the polygons menu set, I'll simply go under mesh and simply say triangulate. And that's how simple that is. You can see that there's absolutely no options for it. So simply say triangulate and there you go. The model has been triangulated. So if your game engine requires you to triangulate the model, that's the way to do it. And let's assume that if everything was triangulated over here right now, all you'll do is you can even select just one object, or you can select the entire scene to export all the assets out. And most of the game engines like the FBX format as well. So I can select just this model right now, and I'll simply go under File, Export Selection. Now, make a note that in Maya, sometimes the FBX plugin may not be loaded. So to load that, or to check if it's loaded, you can simply go to Window, Settings and Preferences, go to your plugin manager, and in the plugin manager, you'll have over here fbxmaya.mll. Make sure it's loaded and auto-loaded. So in this case, let's say if I want to export this one laundry detergent out as an FBX model, I'll simply go File, Export Selection in this case, not all because I've not selected everything. Export Selection, and it's going to ask me what do you want to export as. So I'll simply go FBX Export, and there's a few options that can open up over here. Some of these are grayed out right now, and this is all I want right now, but you can also go to this edit preset and this loads this big preset library for you, like preset options box for you, like really big. So you have a lot of information over here. Geometry, do you want to smooth the mesh, do you want to export any selection sets, and so on. Convert surface NURBS to NURBS. No, we're not dealing with surfaces, NURBS surfaces anyway. If you have any animation to export. So right now I'm not exporting any animation, so even if it's checked, it's not gonna really matter. So if I come down over here, you have a whole bunch of other information right over here. Under advanced option, you can see units, axis, UI, there's a lot of information. FBX file format, version, what I'm using for the FBX file format right now is the FBX 2012. You have a whole bunch of other versions, like previous versions, and the type is binary, and I can also do ASCII, or ASCII is how it's pronounced. So I can also do that if I want to. In some cases I've done ASCII, but right now I'll just leave it at binary. So with that, I'm just going to leave everything the way it is. I don't even have any textures on the object right now. I'll simply just close this, and I'll say Export Selection. And it's going to ask me, obviously, where do you want to save this? So I'll just save this over here. I'll just call this laundry_det. And that's going to be one of our FBX imports. But this is how you'll export everything as FBX. And you can see that right over here, it also gives you the preset that you're using currently is Autodesk Media and Entertainment. You can have some other presets, or you can also do a user-defined preset, which you would have saved. So here's all that same information right here that we were looking at. So simply say Export Selection, and that's done. So this object has been exported. So let's see how we can import it right now, just to see if it exported fine. So File, Import, and there you go. There's my laundry_det FBX, and if I just import that, you can see that's the only model, and it's nicely also triangulated, and it was exported as an FBX, and now we have imported just to check. So that's how you would export your models out, and also triangulate your models. That's another thing we saw in this video, and so that they are game ready.